Hey everyone, this is Bree. This is something different. Home, chilling on this Saturday. Sitting here patting my dog. Just came back from a powerful women's conference. And, and I was just sitting here, taking in the conference. The conference was called Writing My Next Chapter. Writing My Next Chapter. I got sparkles right here taking in this goodness. I got the windows open, the air blowing in. Nice crisp breeze. I got my ceiling fan on as well as my AC. Just airing the house out. Airing the house out. Just airing the house out. And just contemplating on writing my next chapter. I just was led to come on here and just talk about, are you happy with what you see in front of you? Wow. Think about that for a minute, because it just came over me and something said record. And I'm going to ask again, because, I had to ask myself the same thing for me to come on here and talk. Am I happy? As far as I have came thus far, from before the past, I say now about 10 years ago. I'm just thinking, I remember being employed at Spring Grove. I remember before I even went to the mental institution, I was doing corrections. And I had just, broke up with my ex-husband. That was before then. That was like 2004. So before then, it was like, we was already broke up for like 2 years. And, I had applied for the, Department of Corrections, and I got the job. I was still living at home with my mother and my 2 children at the time. And, I was just making it happen. Paying my mother, wasn't living free, and then situations started to present itself, which pushed me into not even purchasing, because at the time I was trying to just find an apartment, just find somewhere for me and my children, for us to live. Wanting to step out on my own. I was a mother of 2, it was his time. At the time, I believe I was 27. And, So, then wind up buying a home. And I remember still struggling. I had went to corrections. I was in the corrections for about a 6-year period. And in that period, I came into another relationship that was kind of challenging, because it was kind of an abusive relationship. And, not, always physical, but a lot of times I was abusing myself by allowing behaviors, allowing a person to have so much control over me. And, to the point where I was about to lose my home and things like that. So, are you happy with what you see in front of you? When you look out, are you happy with your surroundings? Are you happy with your experiences at this point in time in your life? I sit back. I was sitting here, all of that ran through my head, just thinking about where I came from and where I am today, and where I want to go. And I'm just grateful that I went to that conference, right, in my next chapter. You can't, before you move forward, you have to look back a little bit real quick, and that, notice I said real quick. I didn't say look back and stay there. I didn't say look back and contemplate about what you could have did better. I mean, look back for a minute real quick and just think about how you were, where you was, how you felt at that time. And now, where the decisions that you have made to get you where you are today, and you look out, your children, your home life, your work life, however you manage, daily, you look out to, who you have became in this physical world based off of the decisions that you made in the past to move forward and not stand still in the midst of my troubles, in the midst of your troubles. So, and right in my next chapter, yes, I had to ask myself that, am I happy with what I see in front of me? And, I can't, I'm happy where I have came, because my decisions at that time pushed me to do what I'm doing today, which I'm a natural hairstylist. I have my own salon, Pikesville, that's Tangles and Locks Natural Hair Boutique, and that's in Pikesville, Maryland. Also, now I've been doing that now for this is like my 7th year out here, on my own, with my own shop. And it's like, I have built my business from the ground up. Like, ain't nobody give me nothing. I ain't take no loans out. I still had to manage my household because I have a mortgage. I had children at the time. They were school age. I had to sacrifice some things. I had to sacrifice a lot of time. That's pretty much what I had to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice time, and I had to learn how to have faith to get to this point. And it's like, yes, we have faith, but it's like when we put in that hot water, to make a quick decision, that's how you know who you truly are comes out at that particular time. So I'm just grateful. I am. I praise the Lord every day that I'm in a mindset that I am today, where I can look back and I can look forward and I can look where I am in the present, and say, you know what? I'm grateful for each and every experience, each and every thing that I had to go through to get to this point, the bad relationships, money issues, getting ready to lose your house, building a business, single parenting, because that's not easy, losing my dad, my brother was murdered, it's like, it's so many things that have happened in these processes. My grandmother passed away. My grandfather, he's in dementia. It's amazing how life just evolve and change, and that shows you that something, whatever everlasting, with something that happens. The only thing that is constant. Only thing that is constant is change. Change will never stop happening. Growth, development, it will never stop happening. What stops is us. We stop because we get comfortable, we get content, and we really have to really learn now how to hear when the spirit is telling us to sit still and contemplate some things. You know what I mean? It's time to change. We in the midst of change, and it's like the change that we have to make at this point in time is not change because of a situation or a scenario. It's changed because we're getting older. So it's like now we that old chapter, like, for example, your childhood chapter from baby to adolescent to middle school to high school is over. Then you went from high school to adulthood to probably to about like I say 30, 25, you know what I mean? That stops. Then 25 on up until, probably 55 or whatever. That's a growth period. You know what I mean? It's a growth period. You can't are not. That's one thing too in business that is shouldn't put your mind on is rushing and hurrying up to become something or get to a goal. Like you have, it's a mindset. It's a mindset, and it's like I think that this type of mindset don't just come because you working or reading things to get you to this mindset. This mindset comes when you go through experiences that push you into this mindset. And it's like I was talking about the hot water, and the saying, they say, how strong a woman is. You don't know how strong a woman is until she's in hot water. And it's like when you in hot water, man, you making decisions. You at a place where wherever you jump, it don't even matter. Like you just have to make a decision at that point, and really stick with it. So looking outside of my life right now, I'm happy. I am. I'm happy with where all my experiences brought me to. And it don't stop there. And it's like now I can really have a respect for it. Don't stop there. It's only a comma. It's not a period. So it's like now is a next chapter that I have to write. And in this next chapter, what do I want to see? What do I want to see in this next chapter? So pretty much this is just to pretty much bring out the fact that we create. Life happens inside of us. It don't happen outside. It first, which I'm saying it does happen outside, but it happens inside first. And what I mean is we are spirits and we in a human form, and it's like life is constantly evolving and evolving. People transitioning out of here. They coming in, they being born, then they grow, then they transition. Life is full circle. Life is full circle. And it's like you really have to really, really, really see that to really understand it. I'm just grateful for that understanding. I'm grateful for the fact that I can write my next chapter with the help of the great God. But I know that my latter days will be better, and because now I know that I have control over where my life is going. When we was young, we didn't know how we controlled it. We just thought life was just happening. Life was just being mean. Why I gotta go through this? This hitting me on this side. This hitting me on that side. It's not fair. Boom, boom, boom. Having a tantrum. I gotta be a single parent. I gotta this. I gotta that. Sound just like me. But now I'm at a place where, wow, like I realize that, everything don't have to be perfect. Everything is what it is. That's how it's supposed to be. Whatever is right now, that's how it's supposed to be. Whatever you thinking about at the point of you watching this is where you supposed to be. Whatever you're listening to, whatever you doing, that's where you supposed to be, because there's always lessons going on. There's always lessons going on. And we are constantly learning. So write your next chapter. Ask yourself that. Are you happy with what you see on the outside? We are spirits in a human form. And we can create because our creator put a part of him inside of us. And I'm not talking about him as a man. I'm talking about the spirit. He put his self inside of us. The spirit is not human, like not a human form. The spirit is a spirit that the great God placed in us to come here and learn and open up and unfold into whatever gift. So each and every life that comes here is bringing some type of present to the earth. We are gifts. We gifts to this earth. You know, even though we learning lessons, we got to go through karma. Even though, you know, all of them things, you know, we go through hardships. You know, we are still gifts, because when we allow ourselves to unfold, you bring your gift to the world. You bring your gift to the world, and you allow your spirit, the part of you that the great God placed there, to dictate that gift. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So we have power. We have power. We have power. And I am learning about this power that I have within me. And in this next chapter, I am writing my number one thing, my number one experience that I do want to experience in my next chapter is moving in that power, allowing that spirit, allowing the great God to dictate my gift, dictate my talents, you know, so I can serve humanity and do the things that I'm here to do. Thank you all for listening. I pray that this does not fall on deaf ears. And I pray that you get some type of answer. An answer that you've been trying to get, you know. But when you look out, just ask yourself, am I happy from where I was to where I am today? Am I happy with where I am today? Am I happy with what I see? And if not, what can I do to change it? What can I do in this next chapter to change it? Because we can't go back. You know, you can't go back and redo it. You just got to keep on going. What can you do in this next chapter that's different from your previous chapter? What can you do different? So, peace and love, y'all. I'm just here, just, you know, coming on, just trying to help you see some things that I see, and prayerfully that I can help. I hope my key can open your door. Not really open your door, but I hope my key can assist in opening the doors of your understanding based off of my life experience. So all of y'all have a great night. See you on the next video. Again, my name is Bree on Instagram. You can follow my pages. I have 2 pages. I have a hair page. I am a natural hairstylist here in Pikesville, Maryland. And my hair salon, my natural hair salon is called Tangles and Locks Natural Hair Boutique. Also, I am an advocate for health and wellness. I am an advocate for a healthy intestine, a healthy gut, healthy digestive system, however you put it. But I am an advocate for that. I create cold pressed juices. Cold pressed juices, many people ask and don't really understand. Some people do understand, but for those that don't, cold pressed juice is the live enzymes that are alive inside of fruits and vegetables. When we look at a fruit and vegetable, we just see what we see on the outside surface. You know, but inside of those fruits and vegetables, you have nutrients that can cleanse your body, that can nourish your body, that can give you energy, that can build you up, that can build your immunity. It can clear up your skin, grow your hair, and your nails. You know, that's cold pressed juice. So I'm taking the juice. We drinking it once a day. I do the 1-day juice challenge. Try my 1-day juice challenge. That's 1 cold pressed juice a day in the morning before you put anything on your stomach. Just, you know, cold pressed juice challenge. So with that, you can follow me on those pages. That's Juice World Cold Pressed Juice on Instagram as well as Facebook. And I am Tangles and Locks Natural Hair Boutique Well, I'm sorry. It's called Tangles and Locks Natural Hair Boutique, but the Instagram page is Tangles and Locks by Bree LLC. Thanks again, y'all, for listening. I pray that this come out clear, and I hope you get some understanding. I hope you get something out of this. And if, whatever it is, just trust the process. Trust who you are becoming. Look outside of yourself and ask yourself that question. And start writing your next chapter. Start writing your next chapter so you can continue this life, this thing called life that we evolve in, and it continue to grow. And with that, peace and love. I'll see y'all next time.